This video explores the historical usage of psychedelics across diverse ancient cultures and faiths. It is meant solely for educational purposes, not to promote or criticize any religion or cultural practices. We acknowledge these substances carry risks and are presenting their role in humanity's spiritual heritage respectfully. We intend to embrace our shared human fascination with psychoactive plants while honoring the sanctity of traditional rituals. We do not encourage usage of any of the following substances. For thousands of years, humans have used psychedelic plants as doors to spiritual awakening and self-realization. Ancient cultures and religions around the world discovered and utilized these powerful substances in sacred initiations, healing rituals, and religious ceremonies. Their transformative effects helped shape religion, medicine, and philosophy in profound ways that we do not acknowledge or know about today. One intriguing theory holds that psychedelics like DMT were administered to ancient rulers and kings later in their reigns to simulate near-death experiences. After accumulating power and status over many years, aging monarchs could grow indifferent to life and death. Psychedelics like DMT induced transcendent states where users felt they crossed into realms beyond earthly existence. By experiencing these vivid simulations of the afterlife, it's conjectured that kings could overcome their fear of mortality and face the end with more serenity and wisdom. In this video, we will explore the fascinating history of psychedelic usage across multiple ancient societies. From the Amazon rainforest to the Mesoamerican civilizations, you would be surprised to learn how many civilizations around the world used psychedelic plants which played a key role in inducing altered states of consciousness thought to reveal divine truths. Psychedelic plants were deeply interwoven into the spiritual fabric of ancient societies. Let's explore some fascinating examples of their ceremonial usage and the profound value they held in these cultures. Number 1. Ayahuasca and Amazonian shamans. Ayahuasca has been used for spiritual and healing purposes by Amazonian indigenous tribes for hundreds, if not thousands of years. This potent psychedelic brew contains DMT and MAO inhibitors derived from vines and leaves found in the rainforest. Shamans carefully prepare and consume ayahuasca in sacred rituals to induce visions, commune with spirits, and cleanse mind and body. Ayahuasca allows shamans known as ayahuasqueros to diagnose illnesses, meet ancestor spirits, and provide guidance to their communities. Its hallucinogenic properties are deeply interwoven into the cosmology and spiritual practices of Amazonian tribes like the Shipibo and Shuar. Number 2. Ergot fungus in ancient Greece.
The fall of Eleusis. It was this plain, a very fertile plain outside of ancient Athens, and they celebrated the greatest of the Greek mysteries. But every September, for 2,000 years, people from all over the Greco-Roman world would come for the festival at Eleusis. First of all, it was open to everyone. Men, women, free man, slave, everyone could attend. The rule was you could only attend once in your life. And so you had one shot at whatever this thing was, and you were sworn to silence. Everyone who was anyone went to Eleusis to experience the mysteries. I mean, Herodotus, Thucydides, Plato, Aeschylus, Euripides, everybody. People would make journeys of thousands of miles. It was the wellspring of Greek spirituality.
There is strong evidence that the ancient Greeks used compounds from the ergot fungus as a psychedelic sacrament in their famous Eleusinian Mysteries. Eleusinian Mysteries was a secretive cult which went on for thousands of years. It was attended by philosophers like Plato and Aristotle, whose philosophy shaped our world today. These secretive rituals at the Temple of Eleusis provided initiates with a profound spiritual experience that promised rebirth in the afterlife. The kykeon beverage consumed may have contained ergot alkaloids that induced visions, euphoria, and mystical states, helping participants commune with the goddesses Demeter and Persephone. Number 3. Soma in Vedic traditions.
Once again, the gods are called to accept the offerings. Each priest has his own cup. The priests invite each other to drink.
We have drunk the Soma. We have become immortal. We have gone to the light. We have found the gods. What can hostility do to us now? And what the malice of a mortal, O immortal one? In ancient India, the Vedic texts exalted a ritual drink called Soma. The Rig Veda contains over 100 hymns praising this sacred plant bestowing visionary states. Soma played a crucial role in Vedic religion, allowing priests to connect with gods, gain enlightenment, and receive revelations. While the true identity of the Soma plant remains an enduring mystery, proposed candidates with psychedelic properties have included fly agaric mushrooms, Psilocybe cubensis, Syrian rue, and other visionary flora found in the ancient Indus Valley. The sacred texts exalt Soma as a consecrated elixir capable of spiritual healing and connecting man with the cosmic order. Hymns describe it as a plant god, venerated for mystic qualities and euphoric highs fueling religious ecstasy. Though long obscured, Soma's legacy continues to captivate mythologists and ethnobotanists searching for this lost entheogen. The ritual use of Soma in Vedic religion gradually declined around 1000 BCE as mystical focus shifted toward asceticism, meditation, and yoga on the path to enlightenment. Number 4. Mayan psilocybin rituals. Magic mushrooms were deeply meaningful in the spiritual traditions of Maya civilization. Psychotropic mushrooms like Psilocybe cubensis were consumed during rituals led by priests and shamans. Induced hallucinations and visions were interpreted as sacred messages and prophecies from the gods. Carvings and pictographs indicate ritual usage of mushrooms continued for millennia, enduring from ancient times well into the Spanish conquest. The Mayan sacred text, Popol Vuh, contains metaphorical descriptions of mushrooms. Twin hero gods are described being born from the Paxil tree, likely symbolizing psychedelic rebirth. Number 5. Peyote in Native American practices.
Of this sacred fire is God's tongue talking to us. And so we sit in a circle around the light of this sacred fire, and we ingest this divine medicine, and we put our minds on this fireplace, and we raise our voices in song so that our minds become fused into one thought.
For over 5,000 years, North American tribes have revered the peyote cactus for its psychedelic properties produced by the alkaloid mescaline. Peyote played a vital role in religious ceremonies, rites of passage, and healing rituals among the Huichol, Navajo, and other indigenous groups. Peyote visions profoundly connected users to the Great Spirit, ancestors, and the metaphysical realms. Its ceremonial usage gave rise to the Native American Church in the 19th century. Peyote is also used to treat illness, induce visions for divination, guide moral reflection, connect with ancestors, and inspire creative artistic expression. Number 6. Egyptian Blue Lotus. The ancient Egyptians regarded the blue lotus flower as a sacred plant imbued with mind-altering qualities. Steeped in wine or brewed into tea, it was consumed by Egyptian royalty and priests to achieve euphoria, mystic visions, and heightened consciousness. Blue lotus may have acted as an entheogen during Egyptian spiritual ceremonies to facilitate communication with gods and ancestors in the afterlife. Traces of the blue lotus were found in the tomb of Tutankhamun, suggesting it was prized in the afterlife. Number 7. Aztecs. Use of Salvia divinorum. The Aztecs worshipped a divinatory plant they called Scar pastora, or leaf of the shepherdess, now identified as the psychedelic mint, Salvia divinorum. Aztec priests and shamans would chew or brew the leaves to induce visionary states and gain insights from the gods. The Aztecs believed the plant embodied the plant goddess Ixcar pastora, who would appear to them while under Salvia's influence. The Mazatec culture continued using Salvia divinorum for healing and divination rituals until it was discovered by the Western world in the 20th century. Regardless of this, Aztecs were a really violent civilization who did brutal things to their people. Number 8. Amanita muscaria in Siberian shamanism. In Siberia and northern Eurasia, the iconic red and white Amanita muscaria mushroom played a sacred role in indigenous shamanic traditions. Siberian shamans, ominously called shamankas, ingested the mind-altering fungus to journey to mystical realms, summon spirits, and gain supernatural abilities to heal people in their tribes. Visions and hallucinations induced by the mushroom were interpreted as encounters with spirits, message from the gods, and magical flights into cosmic realms. Use of the mushrooms in Siberia, shamanism may date back over 10,000 years. Their depictions have been found on petroglyphs and ritual objects across the region. The fascinating discovery and ritual use of psychedelics by ancient societies around the world speaks to humanity's deep longing for spiritual awakening, universal truths, and self-transcendence. Through their varied practices, our ancestors were drawn to explore these altered states and sacred dimensions of reality accessed uniquely through psychedelic compounds. It really makes you think about how we perceive as history is so much different than how it used to be. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. If you hated it, let us know in the comments. This is my first video, please give engagement. Thank you.